Hello everyone. Welcome back to Staying Alive. Um, if you're new to the channel and you're just watching it the first time, my name's Ken McAllister, and this channel is where I discuss my disability, disability, and other people with disabilities, and how we're trying to help, how I want to try and educate people in regards to what we go through and what I go through daily, and other people might go through daily when they have a disability. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the followers. I'm quite impressed that I'm nearly up to 50, and I know that doesn't sound a lot to a lot of people out there, but it means a hell of a lot to me. You know that there's 50, 40 odd people that decided to, subscribe. Obviously I've said something to like, or maybe coming across as just a nice guy, I hope so. So I really do appreciate it. It's not, doesn't go unnoticed in the comments. Do get some very good comments. I get some ones that I feel so sorry for the people who go through what they go through, and it's just hard to get them on the channel to talk, and still pushing to get guests on. Yeah, so if you do like what I do, and you're willing to chat, then I'm more than willing to have you on any time. So why am I back on today? Well, for those who might have watched a few videos, you may notice a difference in my face. I'm all up and fat again. So I was released from hospital on Monday of this week, where I'd been in to be drained off because it was building up with fluid. I'm trying to get my ring on because I'm looking all fancy and dancy, going out for the day. This is one of the videos I want to just. This is what the video is about. Not me looking fancy dancy, but I can't even get my rings on. I'm that swelled up, so I can't go on the date. So I got to the recent hospital on Monday. They drained off all my weight. I was down to 71.75 kilo. So I had no fluid around my heart or lungs or anything like that. Within a day I was up to 72. Day later, 72.7 and 73. And now, Sunday, I'm on 74. And I really should have took myself or rang them at least by Thursday. Because I knew it's not going to get any better. To be readmitted. To start the whole process again, and the problem is at the minute my platelets are shot, so everything's going to kaput. And if you look at it, and my arm is just a sheer mess. Look at the bruising. So you can see it there on the light. It's because my platelets are so low, and I've come on here because I'm all dressed nice and dandy to go out. So what I've done is I've sacrificed my own health because of certain events that are transpiring, and one's already transpired and then one again today. So I really should have admitted myself back to the hospital on Thursday, but I've got 3 grandchildren now, one on the way. And it was my second grandchild's birthday on Friday. And, I never really tried to miss anything in my kids growing up. Especially having the condition, like, I always, always wanted to be there and there to support them. From everything from nursery to sports events, any activities I've done in school, any pantomimes, Sorry about this, I'm really full up. I'm really struggling to breathe. I can't sleep because the water's just filling up in my neck. And I'm trying to elevate myself, and I'm just suffocating. I'm probably like suffocating in my sleep. So I put off going to hospital so I could be there for my granddaughter for her birthday. And I spoke to my children about this, and my wife. and they're like, no, get to hospital. Get to hospital. And then today, this is why I'm dandy again, getting all dressed up. It's my son's, they say I'm about to have another grandchild, and that's my son's. And today's a baby shower. So I could have went in the hospital on Friday, or Saturday morning, sorry. Getting a bit confused because I'm just really tired and really run down and struggling. I could have went Saturday, but I'm stubborn. Very stubborn. I don't want to miss out on events. And this is what I'm on here to discuss is anybody else out there who has an illness who will put themselves last just to make sure they're there for others. Because I'll never be able to go back and do the birthday party or do the baby shower if I didn't go. You know, that moment's gone. And that's what really is why I'd rather struggle than miss out on something as important as that. Well, it's that important to me, because these people are important with, you know, these are my support chain. You know, these are my kids, my grandkids. You know, this is what when I signed up to have kids and kids, it's in all or not at all. You know, and I get, you hear about these parents and stuff who put work and miss things for work and build wealth. And I think my wealth is them. You know, I could be sat with him, because I don't want to be sat with millions in the bank and not being part of my kids' lives and missed the most important things, the best parts of everything they were going through. It just wouldn't feel right. You know, I'd rather be able to just get by, but be there, be the dad that they want. You know, like the mum was, and still is. You know, we've always been there. You know, obviously sometimes work commitments, you can't both parents be there because, Jesus, I feel like I'm a child. Fat. So fat as I'd probably be more. So we would take turns, but I'd make sure I should videotape it back then, long before the days of video, iPhones and camera phones. We just used to use the good old camcorders and stuff, so we always tried to be at least while we were there, to support children. And it's the same with grandchildren. We want to be there and support them, every step of the way, do things with them, take them places. So am I being crazy by sacrificing me health to be part of this? To me, I feel it's worth the risk. Obviously, there's going to be a time where I'm in hospital and I have the transplant that I need, and I have no control then. But when I've got the choice to admit myself and not admit myself, and something like this is happening, I'm going to keep myself out of the hospital and just struggle until. And I'm not complaining I'm struggling, and by all means, it's not like, oh God, well, why are you whinging? You're the one who's doing it yourself. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to ask anybody out there, would you do the same? I think there's probably a hell of a lot of you out there that would, and hand up to be the first to say, of course I would. But it's hard when you've got an illness like this, that when you comes to events like this, and you got to pick one or the other, your own safety and your own health on missing that. I've had an uncle who passed away, and he was severely ill with cancer, and it was his father-in-law's funeral, and he wasn't like a father-in-law to him, he's like a father to him. And he discharged himself for the day, extremely ill, with life-threatening cancer. You know, really, really, really ill. And he dragged himself to that funeral, and he spent the entire day there. And there's people like that I take, you know, the people like that, I just have the utmost respect for that. They will push themselves and give as much as they can to others and for others and want nothing in return. Because that's the selflessness that everyone should really aspire to be. You know, it shouldn't be this me in society that we have at the moment. It should be, what can I do for my fellow person? What can I do to make sure that that person knows I'm there for them? And I think that's a loss, but so I'm going to try and get through this baby shower of the day. At least the 2 matches on. See how we are, lads. So we've been warned all the way by all the girls that there's no way that match is getting on with that baby shower. But I think my son's saying, no, it's getting on. It's my baby shower. I want none of this. So hopefully I'll live through it. I'll be at the faint another day. My wife's already down there sorting everything out. You know, all the good stuff, the balloons and banners, and nobody would be there with her, but I can't even walk along the passageway now. I'm struggling that much. Even this video is just a chore, but I wanted to make it because I like people, like you as the viewers, to see this side, to see this horrible side of what I go through every day, because, you know, that assumption if you can walk and talk, which is what I was commenting on one of my comments, you can work, but I can walk right now, and as you can see, and yeah, I'm talking to you right now, but I have no capacity to go to work. I wouldn't last. All I want to do right now is try and go back to sleep, but when I try and go to sleep, all the water fills up to my neck, and then it sits here. No matter how much I elevate myself, so I've literally got like an extra 2 kilos of fluid surrounding my heart and my lungs, putting so much pressure on an already overpressured heart that I'm gasping when I'm lying down for air. And so yeah, you know, you can walk and talk. Keep your fucking stupid ideas to yourself, man. You know, like I said, there's certain people that even though they can walk and talk, they're limited. They can't just go to fucking work. I should tell you, some right numpties in that other one. Did you see me short? Oh, there's disabled people in the Paralympics. What a knob. I fucking hope so. It's from Paralympics. I tell you get some good ones in the comments. Really doesn't make us laughing. You know, I don't take any of it personally here. Any of the negative comments, I think they're quite good. I think because there's not really an intelligent response, or they believe they have an intelligent response, and then, you know, you offer them to come, you ask them to come on and debate your life, discuss their point to your point, and let's talk it out, and not one bites to this hide behind the keyboard. You're like that. I'm going to say horrible things to people. You shouldn't get wrong with that, you know. You shouldn't get arrested for that. You should be able to say what you want, you know, as long as you're not trying to kill somebody. You know, have a bit of banter with it and call each other horrible names and that, because why not? But you know, then if you want to be the Billy Big Balls and put all your crap on your little typing, come on camera and do it properly. Show the real person you are. Show what bottle you've got. You know, not like these Antifas who walk around with face masks on because they don't want anyone to recognise them because they might lose their job because of what they stand for. They're just cowards, aren't they? Little cowards who hide. The ones who hide. It's a waste of time. Just wind them up. Just wind them back up. There's nothing anyone can say to me that's not been said. Yeah, I've got fuck ugly teeth. Got wrinkles on my eyes. You know what I mean? Fuck, slag us off as much as you want. I do not give a shit. There's nothing I wouldn't call myself worse than anyone's ever called us. But thank you for everyone who's been watching these videos. And it really does help me, just coming on you. Having a chat like this with you is telling you what my day is like, what's going on with my health. So I'm back. I have actually got a hospital appointment tomorrow. This was to see how I was getting on after being discharged. So that'll be like, how are you, Kevin? Well, as usual. Shit. But I think I'm going to ring up earlier and see if I can just get down there first thing in the morning, because I think it's a case I need to go back on IVs. Have another 3 or 4 days in hospital. Try and find out what's underlying that's getting us to this point, because it's going to be the 6th time this year. I'm hitting nearly one every month. Pretty close to win the 10th month. I'm only 4th one every month. So what's going on? There is obviously the discussion we keep saying about my transplant. That is all in hand now. It's been dealt with. There is meant to be meetings going on as of last week. I might find out a little bit more on Monday. Don't know how quick the process goes once things are on the move. But one of the fearful factors is, and I think what's sitting in my mind and maybe in my wife's and children's mind is, I've had so many hospital visits in a year. I'm actually deteriorating a lot quicker than I thought. So, or is it I've got infections? We'll have no answers, because there was no virus and no phlegms or anything on me lungs. So you have no answers if I'm deteriorating, or if I'm just fighting something. So I need to get an understanding of that tomorrow. But I will keep everyone informed on what's going on with my journey. I'm maybe having a big event coming up in regards to me as an artist at my local hospital. There's just a very brief discussion in regards to maybe having a gallery at part of the Freeman Hospital in regards to my artwork that supports transplant. It's just a discussion at the moment, but I'll keep you informed on that, and if that's actually going to be something that's going to come into transition, and I think that'd be fantastic for us. Get me work seen by people who would appreciate it. Doctors and nurses who give these transplants, do these operations, the blood and organ donation. They're part of the hospitals, see the work, try and make conversations with them, because I've always tried to use this art to reach a bigger audience. So maybe the next video what I'm going to do is, even if I'm in hospital, I can show you my artwork from hospital, because I can connect to my computer. So if I'm in hospital, I'll probably make a video on show you my artwork in regards to transplantation, what the work means, let you know a little bit about it, so you know me as an artist, not just me as Kevin Whinges and Moans on ya. Give you a bit more insight into me, my lifestyle. But I've never worked as an artist. I've never even been a paid artist. It's just a hobby. Something I love to do. Something I did go back and get educated in. We got my bachelor's degree in it. Tried to get my master's, but ended up unwell and couldn't finish it. So I've got part of my master's degree in art. But hey, I'm still here. I'm still alive. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It helps the channel grow, helps reach an audience. get the word spread more across there, and hopefully the videos I can do some good. Anybody who would love to come on and chat about how they're having it so bad at the moment, or how good they're having it, what ups and downs they go through on a daily basis, how maybe they've overcome something and achieved something fantastic, or how, just anything you want to talk about, illness-wise, disability-wise. Even if you care for someone and you go out and do things with people with disabilities, please come on, let's have a conversation. Let's spread the word, and let's get this negativity away from disability and everything that's out there at the minute. The flashy headlines of PIP this, benefits that, scrap this, get them off this, everyone pointing fingers and no one truly understanding what's really going on for those who are most vulnerable, who haven't got an option and who would love to be healthy. But again, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here, and always remember, stay alive.